what is the process of getting diagnosed? I should research this too. And I finally made that appointment that I'd been putting off for 20 years about, maybe I should check out the ADHD, and surprise, surprise, I passed.
When you put off a diagnostic appointment for 20 years, is that actually your ADHD diagnosis?
I mean, I'm sure it's part of the biographical data that they go on.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, because ironically, there was like a relationship counseling thing that happened in 20 years ago, where the counselor asked if I'd ever been diagnosed with ADHD, and I was like, no. And I maybe read a book or two that was like, this is sort of, kind of, maybe, I don't know, but that was old information. And also, the autism stuff, having the ADHD combo, it's just there's layers that sort of contradict all the time. So, so it's been this wonderful voyage of discovery.
Wonderful. I like wonderful.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
Hi, I'm Joe Beal, the founder and CEO of Microcosm Publishing. I'm also the author of A People's Guide to Publishing, which distills what I've learned from selling millions of books over the past 28 years.
I'm Ellie Blue, the Vice President of Microcosm. We started this podcast to share what we've learned with newer publishers, so you can learn from our mistakes. Or maybe you just want to learn about the publishing industry.
Why did you want to write a book about ADHD? And why are there no cool books about ADHD? Or prior to now?
In my previous job as a paraeducator, in my life, I've known a lot of people with ADHD and gotten along really well with them, which also should be part of the biographical file. When you're getting your diagnosis, it's you get along well with people with ADHD, you just might.
I do too. Oh boy.
Yeah, you might. It's
unbelievable.
But I mean, I don't.
My closest friends. Wow, this is indicting.
Sole diagnostic trait. I mean, there's.
I don't know.
But I do think there's something about people recognizing that, you get misunderstood in some of the same ways I do, and there's that kind of you just relax a little bit, and then all of a sudden you talk about all of the craft supplies you have from the projects you started. And I literally had that conversation, it was a random encounter with someone in the store, and they just started talking to me, and I was like, I have that vibe of I am the person you can talk about all kinds of stuff. And I just sort of, it was they were like, I have this thing where, I just started these projects and I have a lot of craft supplies. So I started a little group with my resource group with my friends where they can, and I was like, because you do that. I was like, yeah, it's called ADHD. And she's like, yeah. It's cool.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you needed the book.
I hope so.
Apparently they need the book.
So you read the book for the people who you relate to read and feel seen, or for other people so that they
to help see the people in their lives.
Yeah.
It's for. I wrote it for lots of people. I didn't want it to just be for just to preach to the choir thing, which I see a lot of stuff like that. That speaks to the boring books about ADHD. A lot of I see a lot of stuff that come from the influencers.
Yes.
And it's you make some Instagram videos and you get some followers, and then you get a book deal, and not all of them are terrible. I do like those Brits.
Our industry is run by billionaires and conglomerates.
At Microcosm, we wanted the freedom to independently sell our books, easily pay royalties, manage our inventory, and understand our business all in one place.
That's why we've been using our own software since 2001.
Now, we want to share it with you.
Working Lit is the only business success software that is created and owned 100% by publishers for publishers.
Join Working Lit and get the agency you need to help your business grow.
Visit workinglit.com to try it for free.
So are there other books about ADHD that you recommend that have helped you, and how are they the same or different from your book?
Okay.
How are they different?
how are they
Same.
different? Okay, so I would say there was the ADHD 2.0 by Hallowell and Rady. I think that's their names are, and they're older. They're psychiatrists. They have medical degrees and they have ADHD and they've been doing the research and the work for decades. They're the ones who wrote the book Driven to Distraction back like I think in the 90s.
Is that book that's the one about cars, right? Or trains?
It's about attention deficit.
Oh, sorry.
Ellie, try and pay attention.
I just have attention for one topic.
Yeah. So anyway, that was an earlier seminal book. I think that made people recognize, ADHD remains in adulthood.
Got it.
And
this was not accepted?
no, it was not. For a long time, it was just that this is a thing that happens to little boys.
Man.
And they grow out of it. That was that, which is why people who are born with female endocrine systems don't often get diagnosed in childhood because they're not displaying the sort of traits that the little boys that define the early diagnosis criteria.
Well, full disclosure, we did get a submission about ADHD in women, so that's potentially moving forward as well. That could be a cool book. We also received a submission this week that ADHD is a conspiracy that may be. It's kind of the antithesis of your book. So I don't know.
We don't need to give that any airtime.
Why? Yeah, I'm not going to really flesh out the theory, but because we get a lot of wingnut submissions.
Yeah.
But so this is all my way of saying autism got really cool. And now it seems like ADHD is going to get, or has gotten, is getting, will get really cool. Why is that?
Why is that? Because ADHDers are so popular. It's funny. Some tend to be really super like social and popular, gregarious, good at sales, that kind of thing.
Oh.
So I'm going to say that is at odds with the autism part of my thing. Because I've never been that great at sales, except for in a sarcastic way. But
we built this software from scratch to solve our own problems starting in 2001.
It's not only the reason for our survival, but the reason we've been a Publishers Weekly fastest growing publisher 3 years in a row.
Now we want to share it with you.
Join Working Lit and get back the agency to understand your publishing business, market and sell your books, and painlessly pay royalties.
Working Lit. Doing the math for publishers.
Visit workinglit.com to give it a try for free. So can you talk about the sort of intersection between autism and ADHD?
the intersection,
what's it like?
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Because you have the conflicting things going on, because you've got a sort of autistic sort of I need predictability and routine to keep my nervous system regulated. And then the ADHD part is but you need extra dopamine and norepinephrine. and so let's do something exciting. Let's mix it up. And so yes, those exciting and I love doing things that would be that some people will be like, that's nerve-wracking. Why would my little forays into I'll try stand-up comedy. That'll be fun. How did you do that? I was what? It's a rush. I don't know. It's fun.
Okay. You're I'll try writing a book.
I'll try. There's that. There's a lot of those things and then, but then it also it's okay, here's this new exciting thing I'll do, and I'll come up with a program to do it. And I think that's probably,
Okay.
Autism and ADHD can be superpower friends, or they can be bitter enemies, all on the same day.
Got it.
Can relate.
I mean, it's really weird. I had a moment yesterday, just yesterday, and yesterday was fine. Nothing was going wrong. And then picked up the kiddo, went to the in-laws because they wanted us over for dinner, and that was fine. Everything was just, And then all of a sudden I just crashed.
Oh.
And then I was like, and it was like, there's that kind of thing where I know where it's like sort of an autism crash where like, oh, my nervous system is so just done. I can't reliably move my body. I can't.
Yeah.
And I'm like, responding to questions or being able to, I was like, oh no.
Right.
I don't want, because my in-laws are great, but you know, all this stuff is not very visible when it starts to happen, and then it's hard to explain. And luckily, I've done a lot of explaining in the past, and luckily I was able to be like, okay, just don't beat yourself up right now. Just take your minute. And
Yeah.
so, because it was the ADHD part of me that was like, yeah, let's fill up the day and go to the for dinner. That sounds fun.
Let's do all the things.
And then I was like, oh, I ran out of energy.
Thanks for joining us once again.
Please send your questions to podcast@microcosmpublishing.com so we can answer them on future episodes.
And please give us 5 stars on iTunes and everywhere else that podcasts are reviewed.
You can find us on the internet at microcosm.pub,
On Twitter at Microcosm,
on Facebook at Microcosm Publishing,
on Instagram at Microcosm_pub.
and here in Portland, Oregon on North Williams Avenue.
Thank you so much.
Have a wonderful week.